Hello, this is Scotty McCoy. I am the author of the Ultimate Friday the 13th trivia book, and I am doing another book titled The Ultimate Slasher Movie Encyclopedia, and I am interviewing the cast and crew of the Friday the 13th franchise. And I currently have on the phone with me Ken Kirzinger. He played Jason Voorhees in Freddy vs. Jason. Hi Ken, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Scotty. Thank you.
No problem. I'm actually very excited that I'm interviewing Jason Voorhees. That is very cool.
Well, Jason speaks.
That is great. I love to hear it. So the first question I have for you is, what was your audition like for Freddy vs. Jason?
It was actually pretty simple. They read the opening scene of the girls swimming in the lake, and they did a close up on my eyes while I wore this cheap Jason mask, and had me react to that with my eyes, and then they had me walk around the room, and that was it. That was the audition.
Awesome. That was pretty simple right there, ain't?
Yeah.
So how did you get your start into doing stunt work?
Well, it was something I had wanted to do since childhood. I read an article about a famous stuntman named Hal Needham, and just thought, I would be something that I would really be interested in looking into when I got older. And was playing football in college, injured my knee, and thought, well, I'm going to take this time while I'm healing up to go look into being a stuntman.
Awesome.
So my sister was living in Los Angeles at the time, and I went to visit her, and she had a neighbor who was a props master on an old TV series called Fall Guy, and he gave me the number of one of the stunt guys on that show, and they gave me the number of some stunt guys in Vancouver where I was living, and I contacted them, and I think it was only a few weeks later I was actually working on my first movie, Superman 3, doing stunts.
Awesome. That is so cool. So, how was Ronnie Yu as a director?
Oh, Ronnie was great. It was very different working with him. He's from Hong Kong, and English is not his first language, but he was still very good at communicating and had a clear vision of what he wanted Freddy vs. Jason to be, and he's just one of those directors that really could command a set.
Awesome.
So he was easy to work with, and very enjoyable. Yeah, nice man.
That's awesome. And what was it like working with Robert Englund, who played Freddy Krueger?
Oh, Robert was terrible. No, no, Robert was fantastic. I think I dubbed him the Vincent Price of our time. He's just such a gentleman, and the first night I met him, he really welcomed me, and we hit it off very well, and we see each other several times a year, and I remember we went to Europe to promote Freddy vs. Jason, and so I spent a lot of time with him and his wife Nancy, and they were just fantastic with me, and of course Robert is recognized all over the world, and
Of course.
it was just such a fantastic experience, and we've really become friends.
That's awesome. I really wanted to interview him for my book, and I haven't heard back from his agent yet, but I know he's been very busy with everything that's going on, so it's probably going to be really hard to book him.
Yeah, I think if you stick with it, eventually you'll get him. He does try and fit everybody in, but
That's
he does
awesome.
get busy.
Yeah. So, what was the best part about filming Freddy vs. Jason, and what was the worst?
The best part of it, I guess, was it was really an easy kind of a job for me. I gotta say, once I sort of had Jason's movement down, he doesn't have dialogue, and so it was fun to come to set and just okay, so what are we doing today? And it was very relaxed for me.
That's awesome.
The nervous part. There was no really bad part about it. As a stuntman, I really wanted to do the fire gag in the cornfield, and not being able to do that was hard. But they, told me from the outset that hey, this is a bigger budget project. You're our lead guy, and we are going to have a stunt double for you. I said, all right, fine, but can I do the fire gag? And they said, no, we're not letting you do that. So that was tough, because I knew that would get nominated for a World Stuntman's Award, and it did. It really should have won, but anyway, that was sort of difficult. Not to, and the whole crew knew me as a stuntman, so it's difficult not being able to do that.
I bet. So, what was your most memorable moment while filming Freddy vs. Jason?
There are several. I mean, meeting and working with Robert was one. The time I had to go. The only day that I wore full makeup. There's a scene where Kelly Rowland lifts the mask up in the back of the van, and so it was the only day where I had to wear full facial makeup. And there was these fake teeth that they had put in, and I wear a bridge in the front, and actually, when they pulled them out, they didn't put Vaseline on my teeth, so it actually pulled my bridge out with it. And so they had to send me to the dentist to have my bridge reattached to glue back on. And there was a poor woman in the waiting room who she was reading a newspaper, so she didn't see me come in. I sat down, and when she lowered the newspaper, she saw Jason without a mask on sitting in front of her, and so she was quite freaked out. And I had to calm her down. Basically, no, listen, this is just makeup. So that was quite memorable. No, there was many. Brian Singer came to set one night. I had just worked on one of the X-Men movies, and he heard that I was playing Jason, and drove an hour outside Vancouver to come visit set and see me. And so that was pretty cool. I knew that it was really a big deal when such a big name director comes with his entourage to Crystal Lake to see Jason.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, out of all the kills that you did in Freddy vs. Jason, which one was your favorite and why?
Well, I've said this several times, but it's the one in the bed. When the kid's laying in the bed, and Jason comes in, you see him raise up the machete and stab him a whole bunch of times.
Yep.
Well, everybody expected that, but when he folds the bed in half, that was a complete surprise to everybody, and I think made it the best kill of the movie.
Yeah, I agree with that. I definitely agree. So, what was the environment like on set?
It was good. I mean, it was disciplined, but relaxed. The kids were all great, professional. I call them kids, but no, it was fun to work on. It was really one of the best jobs I ever had.
Awesome. So, what was it like being one of few people to portray the legendary and iconic Jason Voorhees, and do fans realize it was you behind the mask, like in everyday life, after all these years?
Well, occasionally, people recognize me. Certainly, at a convention or something like that,
Right.
Everybody knows who I am by now. It was kind of strange because I maybe you know this, maybe you don't, but I actually worked on the 13th Part 8.
Yes.
Jason Takes Manhattan, and so I had worn the costume for that, doubling Kane Hodder, and played the fry cook, and I was the stunt coordinator on the movie and stuff. So I was familiar with it, and I really didn't think it was that big a deal, to be honest. I knew it was a really good job. You know, hey, Scott.
Right.
But I didn't know what a big deal it was to play Jason, and you know, it's been the gift that keeps giving. You know, the fans just never stop coming, and it's been an amazing experience.
Definitely. The last question I got for you is, do you have any future projects in the works that you want to tell the readers about?
Yeah, but there's one that we're working on now called Crimson Creek Massacre.
Okay.
And it's a sort of a Western, kind of a Western slasher thriller movie. And we've got the Saska sisters, who I don't know if you know who they are.
Yeah,
but,
they did. Didn't they do what was it? See No Evil 2?
I'm not sure if they did that one. They did Dead Hooker in a Trunk, and they're very, very popular girls.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to be seeing them at a convention next month in North Carolina, and but just fantastic people, and it's directed by an old friend of mine, Laurel Chartrand, and they put together a little trailer. I think you can check it out on Vimeo. But no, we're excited about that one, and hopefully it'll be out towards the end of the summer, or you know, the end of this year.
Awesome. And I tell everybody this when I ask this question about my book probably won't be out for at least a couple of years, but I do a little sneak peek, and I have about 3,000 plus fans or so on my fan page. So in the sneak peek, I'll be putting the last question, and so anybody that watches it will be able to get a glimpse of what your future projects are going to be.
Great.
Awesome.
Great.
Well, I thank you so much for your time. It's been amazing to talk to Jason Voorhees, but it's been an honor talking to Ken Kirzinger.
Well, thank you so much, and yeah, nice talking to you, and good luck with everything.
Thank you very much. Same to you. Have a nice day. All right. Thank you. Bye.